Hi, I'm Jeremy Lianagay, founder and director of Bridging Lanka. We're an Australian charity working to uplift the lives of disadvantaged and forgotten communities in Mannar District in northern Sri Lanka. Our motivation comes from seeing people and communities struggling against the odds. We cannot but engage our hearts to work towards genuine peace and prosperity of all Sri Lankans, irrespective of ethnic and religious differences. We've been in Mannar for the past 12 years now because we believe genuine and real change takes time, and a deep understanding of people and their place is essential. Mannar is different from other parts of Sri Lanka in so many ways. It is within the dry and arid zones, not like the tropical south. It is home to majority Tamil Catholic and Muslim communities, and many of its residents were at the battlefront of the destructive 3 decades of civil war. How did we start? In 2012, we sought a mandate from the people of Mannar about what we should do. They identified several priorities for development. Among them were livelihood support for vulnerable groups, environmental protection, animal welfare, education, urban planning, and tourism. 10 years later, these priorities are still relevant and needing attention. So we continue to work tirelessly to make a lasting impact. Through Cafe Rokia, we support widows and vulnerable women lay a solid financial base for their family's survival. We also aim to raise the status of these women as financial independence through placing food on the table, educating their children, and avoiding being forced into less desirable professions lifts their standing in society. Also, through our one-stop tradies shop, we are helping unemployed youngsters into well-paying trades, giving them hope and a blueprint for their futures. In terms of environmental protection, we are engaged in one fight after another. On one hand, we are protecting the many natural lagoons in Mannar, which are being illegally encroached for housing and roads. With nowhere for the monsoonal rains to go, there is severe urban flooding every year. Then there is the issue of the cutting down of national forests to extract sand and gravel and also timber. Currently, we are gearing up to replant areas of Wilpattu's denuded forest. On another front, we are also involved in the fight of our lives against an Australian mining company that plans to mine much of Mannar Island for valuable mineral sands deposits.
Titanium Sands Limited, an Australian company, had been carrying out exploration activities on the Mannar Island that included the drilling of more than 3,500 holes since 2015. Following the detection of a significant presence of heavy minerals, Titanium Sands Limited said it hopes to carry out mining on the island, with initial production to take place on a mineral resource zone of 93 metric tons.
What's the impact of that? Vast seawater intrusion, which will contaminate water for drinking and agriculture. It'll destroy livelihoods and the way of life for 2/3 of the district's population, which live on the island. Most of all, it means devastation to the fragile coastal environment. Did you know that Sri Lanka has one of the highest incidents of chronic kidney disease in the world? It is primarily caused by the high usage of agrochemicals that react to the heavy metal soils of the area. These chemicals poison groundwater supplies. Farmers, their families and workers are contracting kidney disease at much younger ages. Once diagnosed, the patient has about 2 years to live. To reduce chronic kidney disease, we are supporting farmers to go organic. Successful trials of traditional paddy varieties and vegetables are slowly turning the tide on this fatal condition. We have also installed reverse osmosis water filtration plants into a few affected villages and even in the Mannar General Hospital. Now both villagers and patients alike are being provided with safe drinking water. Now to animal welfare. From not having a clue about how to respond to hundreds of badly injured and feral donkeys in Mannar, we've come a long way. We've established the first donkey-assisted therapy centre in Asia. This effective therapy is changing the lives of differently abled children and young adults. Their parents and teachers are delighted by the amazing turnaround in their children's levels of empathy, cooperation, self-confidence, and overall life skills. We've also built the one and only donkey clinic in Sri Lanka, which has unexpectedly become a premium tourist attraction of Mannar. Each year, hundreds of injured donkeys are treated, healed, and released. A new 10-year priority for Bridging Lanka is nurturing Mannar's youth. In the past 4 years, the fortunes of youngsters here has been spiraling downwards. Multiple influences abound, like the smartphone and its ills. Everything from excessive social media viewing and violent online games to hardcore porn. Also, addiction to drugs and alcohol is destroying a youngster's normal growth and development. The greatest worry is the increasing levels of self-harm and suicide, so a multi-pronged strategy is needed. Bridging Lanka created the Fighting Fit program, starting at targeting the physical dimension. For guys, we've set up gyms, and for the girls, yoga and Zumba dancing. Young people already embrace the body beautiful, so why not exploit this to influence them to question their current unhealthy lifestyles? We are also developing a series of mindset-changing workshops, which we call Inner Gym Workout, dealing with strong emotions, less screen time, the dangers of social media, higher self, lower self, and harm minimization of drugs and alcohol are some of the topics. Next was our peer counseling training activity to equip youngsters in basic counseling skills so that they could support their friends and families facing hard times. Then we realized that parents too needed help in how to raise their children in the turbulent 21st century. So we engaged a Brisbane-based psychologist and a social worker duo to develop the Better Parenting program, and it's going really well. However, the most challenging of all our projects is our extended family shared household initiative for those youngsters really serious about kicking unhealthy habits. This 24-hour, 7 days a week support initiative is full on, but we are seeing very encouraging results as one harmful habit after another falls away. At Bridging Lanka, we are passionate about what we do, so join us in our life-changing efforts. There are many ways. Volunteer with us either from the comfort of your lounge room or on the ground in Mannar. Check out our website for the many areas which you can offer your skills and help us to keep our essential work going. Contribute to our Touching Hearts and Lending Hands program and support youngsters in their education and help us hold the most vulnerable of them through their growing years. You can also sponsor a donkey or donate to our Better Parenting program. Come into our Bridging Lanka circle and make a real impact to vulnerable people living in difficult circumstances. You'll make a world of difference. Thank you.